Keep it dripping. Yeah.
Sorry.
Welcome to Mukbang with the Gang. I am Kiki. This is
Meyer.
And today we got us a blue crab boil. So we got us some blue crab, of course, corn, potato, sausage. And you know I always have to do my Maryland crab sauce. So we got 2 bowls of that too. So we're going to get into it. Got us pick up your crab, you know. You gotta look at
Oh, my bad.
Alright, so I'm gonna start this video off. So basically it's gonna be a Q&A. On my Instagram, in my story, I did like the little questionnaire and I was just like, any questions you have, we're gonna answer this on this episode. So say this channel on this episode. And before we get into the questions, we're gonna start.
Motherfucker, this is
All right, so before we get into the questions, I'm gonna do a quick tutorial on how to properly eat blue crab. Simply because I went out with a friend. I'm not gonna at you, so if you mention yourself in here, you're telling on yourself because I'm subbing you right now. See, she being shady. So yeah, like I said, a friend of mine and I went out and he told me at his grown ass age that he didn't know how to open a blue crab. And he's from Maryland. Yes. So I was just gonna do like a quick tutorial on how to break it. I'm starting before I even show.
Yeah.
So this is the crab. I'm a fan of male crabs, so it's male, not female. And you know, like blue crab, it's a Maryland thing. We in Maryland, it's our thing. Me personally, when I travel, I'm a seafood head, so I try to dip and dab in crabs and seafood other places. Crab cakes and just the crab itself, full crab, nobody can touch Maryland. Just want to throw that out there. But let's get started. So if y'all can see the little body here, so there's like a tab. I lifted mine already because I'm greedy. But what you do is you pull that up. When you pull it, you break it off. And then after that, if you can see the back of the body. Oh, my fault.
My bad.
There's a trash bag here. So you pull the body open from that space that you just pulled the tail off of.
Yep.
And you now have this. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, FYI, I love me some crab poop. So that's what's in the butt. I'm going to crash some poop. I'm sorry, y'all. That's on that. But yeah, this is what you should have now. And it's Cajun, so it just caught me off guard. So this is what you should have now for the crab. So you just split it down the middle. Oh, wait. I got to do it the other way. With my thumbs, it's easier to split it inwards. So this is the back, this is the front. Easy to split it inwards. And as you do that, so this is what you should have now. As you can see, I got a little more poop in there, so that's where I'm about to go. I swear, I like this is my favorite part. I like it more than the meat. Pause. Not pause. Whatever. All right. So what you do, like I lost a couple legs here, but you just break it off one by one. Well, no, let me do the part with the legs because it's easier. Girl. So look, as you can see, you got the full body. My leg just dropped. But you split it like with the legs still on it. Some people pull the legs off first, but you keep all the meat in if you leave the legs on it. And as you do that, you literally just dig in and pull the meat out. And I dip my sauce. And that's it. It's real easy. Now, something else that my friend didn't know, you don't eat dead man's fingers. That's what's on the outside. You pull those off and toss them. I've always been told growing up, if you eat them, it makes you sick, so I've never tried it. Some of y'all may eat them. If y'all do, give me y'all reviews in the comments, because ever since I've been eating crabs, I've always been told not to eat them. So that's that. But now we shall get into our question. All right, so we are going to get into the Q&A, the questions that y'all asked. What's the first one?
First one is, what made you start your YouTube channel?
That's an interesting question. It was a multitude of reasons. So The very first reason, at the time, my best friend, so my very first video, that's my best friend, Young Riggedy. His song is actually the intro to this video. I think I said that in multiple videos, but he had a project coming out. So he wanted to do like an interview just to, you know, give some hype around it. Like, hey, I got something coming out. So I'm like, I'm the perfect person to do it. And like, that's how it started, like the idea. Now, as far as it becoming a thing, as far as like, okay, so we're gonna start from the beginning. Like, mukbang became a thing with me because I like to eat, I'm gonna be honest. But now I'm like I said, I'm big on seafood. So I noticed like when I see mukbang videos, like people eating, and like my nieces and nephews, they watch too, shout out to y'all, they fall asleep to ASMR videos. Like they have it like playing on loop on YouTube to go to bed. So I noticed like with them videos, they just eat, they don't really like say much. Me personally, like they're into it, but that like bores me. So I figured like add some entertainment to the eating. So as far as like mukbang with the gang, I always have like somebody from the gang on my show, you know what I'm saying, like another co-host to say. So that's how that came about. Now as far as like it becoming like a channel, a thing, I had multiple people. I've always had people tell me, like I've done like podcasts and radio interviews in the past, like I have the personality for it. So that's how that really like became a thing. I'm like, okay, well, I'm like outgoing, bubbly, good at asking questions. Like, you know, why not see where it goes? So that's what has us where we are now. Hope I answered that good enough for y'all. I feel like I said too much, but next.
Okay. The next one, Lord Jesus. Do you want more kids?
I actually go back and forth about that. So I'm sure if, I don't know how good the sound is, but if y'all hear bumping babies in the background, my daughter's actually here. But just like from my standpoint, I always said like I was one and done. But at the same time, like if y'all follow me on socials, like we're, as far as me and my siblings, we're deep. Like it's a lot of us. So it's like I want that experience for her. Because growing up, it was like dumb fun, like for all of us, like because it was so many of us, like even like going to school, like just being in the house, like it was never a dull moment. And I noticed like with her, like she gets bored because it's just her. So I don't know if I have like a yes or no answer for that, because I go back and forth about it. Like it just being her, she's 4, so at that age she's busy. So I'm like, bro, I don't know if I could do this again. But at the same time, it's like, well, you know. So that one we'll have to wait on. I'm not sure about that yet. Next question.
Goals for 2021.
Oh,
To live. Because coronavirus.
you hear me? Stay corona free for one. But my goal for 2020 is just like do more of what I enjoy. Like, for example, like my birthday, we went to Atlanta. I always wanted to go to Atlanta. This is my first time going. Like, so even I know like with COVID, things aren't gonna be the same as far as traveling, but it's just like to do things I enjoy, do things that make me happy, you know, live life. Because in all honesty, like the pandemic like really made me look at things differently. Don't get me wrong, like New Year's, I was like, oh yeah, 2020 is gonna be my year, I'm gonna do things differently. But then when you're put in a position where you just like stuck, like I'm saying, you're like on lockdown, like not hanging out with your friends as much, not doing things, it makes you like look at things differently. So I'm just like, oh, I gotta do this, you know, you never know like when it's gonna be that time, you know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure if it is your last day, like you were able to say that you did what you wanted to do up until that day, you feel me? So that's my goal for that, like just do what makes me happy.
The next one is, have you ever farted on a date?
Yes, that was a question that was asked, and I know who asked it, childish ass. Probably. I'm gonna be honest.
What?
I'm gonna be honest, cause like look, y'all about to get to know me. I'm gassy as hell. At first I was like one of the people, I'm like, okay, maybe it's cause I ate like bad. That's why I'm like got these boofing farts. But even if I eat like healthy, I just be like gassy. Like I'm just so like if it was on a date, like I ain't gonna hold you, I don't remember. I feel like I will remember, so I probably didn't. But
just to go into the bathroom to fart for me.
and that's what I'm not gonna do, because my thing is I don't let out like 1 or 2 if I got gas. It's like they coming, so I ain't about to keep getting up walking. Like that's hot. If I keep getting up and walking away, somebody gonna know like, all right, you doing something. You know what I'm saying? So more than likely, yeah, but I really can't like remember an exact time, exact date. But knowing me, I feel like I have. I probably like, you know what I'm saying, creep one out and try to act like the person that walked past
We're
it.
about to go in the car real quick. Go get
Who's
something
doing
real
that?
quick.
Who about to go to the whole car? You're not going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's bad. So who about to walk all the way outside to the car?
Yeah, I know not you.
Look.
You gonna let it rip.
So you be holding in your farts when you be on dates?
Bro, I don't got a fart when I'm on dates, bro. What you mean?
Look.
I don't think I ever got nervous when two people came out of anything. I mean, I don't think so.
Nah, but I'm gassy. I am gassy. Look, y'all ask questions, y'all gonna get the answers. That's what it is. Look. What you want me to say? The cat's out the bag. I be having gas. That's a bar.
Dirty.
That's the next question.
Next one is, are you into women?
Am I into women?
Yeah.
Am I into women?
I'm the gay one.
Am I into women? It's like, no. No, I love women. I ain't gonna hold you. How could you not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Awkward.
That's that answer. Yes, I do. Okay, that's that answer.
Next one.
I don't
is
know if y'all
weird.
going into detail. What's next?
Somebody said what happened to your leg.
Oh, the scar.
Oh,
All right.
You and my
So
business? Don't do that.
What she said. Nah, so with that, I feel like I need to do like a real live story time because that is a long story. So basically, I got on leggings, so I can't really show y'all, but I have a scar on my left leg. And I've been told in the past, like people assume because like I'm thick that it's like cellulite or like a dimple or something. Somebody said something like that along the line like that before. But no, it's an actual scar. And that's a long story. So I'm gonna give y'all probably like way down the line, like a story time on that, but that's a long story. So, all right. So that was all of the Q&A. So hopefully to those living in silence, they don't know how to eat grabs, hopefully I helped y'all out. I taught y'all a little something. You could go ahead and, you know, if you want to be on the low, you don't want to be in the comments, you go ahead, slide in my DMs on the socials, say thank you, you're welcome. And then as far as the questions, I hope I gave y'all everything I was looking for. More than likely, I want to do like a part 2 Q&A once like I get my subscribers up because I feel like it could be more that I could answer, but that's that. So as per usual, if you guys enjoyed the content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. See y'all.
Wasn't my attention, should have say, oh, from listening. Her eyes shimmer green, but that ain't none of my business. I tiptoe on the sun, got that haters want to witness it. Bossy, extra saucy, confidence is on the